Hello and welcome to Satara Tarot. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader and this reading is for Aquarius for February 2021. We're focusing on love, money and career. It is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, so please take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. I'm using 6 different decks for the reading, and I'll place the titles of the decks and the authors in the description box below. So we might start with the reading. We have 3 columns here. This first column, we're going to be focusing on love and relationships. So whatever area of your life fits right for you for the messages that are coming through. The next column, we're looking at money and finance. And the next column, we're looking at career and projects. So there's a very clear message coming through in this column here. So you have the 8 of Cups, and the next card is another 8 of Cups, which is quite unusual to have 2 cards the same out of 3 cards. If you imagine you've got 3 cards and 2 of them are identical. And the message that's coming through with these 8 of Cups, so the 8 of Cups represents the water signs of the zodiac, and the 8 represents about walking away and finding your own path. And that could be a spiritual path. And the message that's coming through is that in a significant relationship for you in February, if you're resonating with this reading, there's going to be a separation in that relationship. And that's not necessarily a physical separation, but there's going to be a need for both parties to move away and take a path to find their own emotional fulfillment or their own sort of direction. And the other message that's coming through that's really strong, because you have an 8 here and an 8 here, there's a figure 8 that's kind of appearing for me. And with the figure 8, it's like the infinity sign. So I really feel that either one of these can be you, and the other person is the other significant person in your life. And you're both walking in different directions on your path. However, I feel that there's going to be a coming back. So if this person is walking away in this direction, they're going to go round, come back and move to this direction. And if this person is moving this direction, they're going to come up. So they're both walking around this like figure 8 that's happening between these 2 cards. So I feel, if you're resonating with this reading, that there is going to be a separation in a relationship, but there's going to be also a coming back together. And I feel that's really supported by the Hierophant card, the card number 5 of the Major Arcana. Because with the Major Arcana, and the image that I'm just getting now in my head is the image which is on the original sort of Rider-Waite Tarot. And it's the Hierophant with 2 people standing in front of them, which is, it's like these 2 people here. But in that card, they've actually come together. They're standing side by side. And that's why I feel there's a very strong feeling that in this relationship, you're both walking separate paths to find your own spiritual path for you then to come back together as a partnership. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be any significant relationship that's playing out in your life in February, my lovely Aquarians. So very interesting message to come through, and I'm just going to pull in the card, which is a supportive message from Universe, and I've asked for a supportive card for each column. So this is the one for your love and relationships, and it's a beautiful card. They're affirmation cards, and they're quotes with Rumi. So they're and I'm just going to read this quote, and it says, "On this path, let the heart be your guide." And I really feel that's really confirmation about the message from Hierophant is to really follow your heart to guide you where direction you need to go in relationship to your love life or a significant relationship that's playing out for you. And your heart will guide you on the right path. So beautiful message. So I'm just going to slide that over there. So then we're going to go on to the next column. And also sometimes messages cross over each column, they don't necessarily always work in isolation of each other, so messages do cross over as well. So we're going to move on to here, which is your money and finance, and you have the Six of Wands, which is the representing the fire signs of the zodiac. So it's really about fire, but having passion and taking action. So it's a beautiful card, and it's the Six of Wands is being victorious. So he's sort of gone through he's started off with the Ace and gone to the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, and then you're moving into the Six of Wands. So you're really moving forward in your journey in relationship to your money and your finance. And there's a lot of passion, a lot of action that you're invested in your finance and in your in relationship to your money. Because the next card, you're going from the Six of Wands up to the Knight of Rods, which is the Knight of Wands. So you're really marching forward through the minor arcanas into the court cards, and you're coming into this court card, the Knight of Wands, which is really about charging forward. However, there's also a really strong message coming through about, because this is a lot of masculine energy in these four cards. You've got the Six of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Emperor, which is the father or the grandfather or the CEO of the major arcana, and you've got the King of Swords, which is the father of that suit of thought and intellect. So a lot of masculine energy coming through, and there is definitely a strong message coming through to sort of slow down that masculine energy and slow down that sort of racing forward in your money and your finance, and to use your intellect and your wisdom to make decisions, and also allow yourself to be the receiver. So bring in that energy of that feminine energy, and I'm going to explain where I'm getting that message from. So with these two cards, and I'm just going to separate these cards because there's another message that's coming in. It's a bit of a strange message, but I'm going to share it just in case it resonates with at least one person. In your money and finance, I feel there's something related to a grandfather, a father, and a son. Or it could be a grandfather and a son and a nephew. That, you know, the three generations of males. That's a message coming through. And I feel that this Emperor, which is a number 4, which represents stability, and as I said before, he is the father of the major arcanas, and you've actually got the Empress here, which is wonderful. So you've got that beautiful balance. So you are going to gain some balance. But I do feel the message coming through in your money and finance is about allowing the feminine energy to come in and not to necessarily take charge and action and charge forward. So the reason I feel that's the message is because the final message from Universe, which I asked Universe to give a final message of confirmation and clarification for this column, is chop wood. And I have to say, when I got that, I thought, I have no idea how that fits in with the reading. And so I asked Universe again. I said, can you give me another card of confirmation? And I've actually put it back in the deck because it just confirmed what this card means. And it was building blocks, the card building blocks, which is in this particular deck. And really what this message is about sticking to the mundane, everyday experiences of life. So not having to jump up on your horse, go into battle and charge forward and have this sense of authority and being victorious. It's about doing the everyday mundane things, doing spreadsheets, doing the weeding, doing the housework, doing whatever that mundaneness is, because doing that is going to allow things to come in. So you know, when we want to take control of our lives and we charge forward and we go, yeah, this is where I want to go, this is what I'm going to do, which is great. However, sometimes we have so much of that energy, there's no space or time for Universe to give, to support, and we can't receive because we're actually charging forward too much. So I do feel with this message of chop wood is about, just slow down, focus on the everyday things in your money and your finance, and allow universe to actually deliver so you can start receiving. I hope that makes sense to someone. So I'm just going to pop that back, and then we'll go into the next column. I love this column so much. Oh, it's beautiful. So this is on your career and projects. So whatever that means to you in your life, your career and projects. And you've got this beautiful energy of the Empress. So the Empress is the mother of the major arcanas. And you've got the Father here. So you've got this beautiful balance playing out in your money, your finance, and your projects, which is great. So I do feel that this energy here, this real masculine energy, you are going to listen to that, and you are going to sort of step back and allow feminine energy to come into your life, especially in your career and in your projects. So with the Empress, she is really the mother. So it's about giving birth, and it's about creation and abundance. And she is associated with Venus, so the planet or the goddess of love. And the arts as well. So it's a very creative card. And so for the Empress to appear in your in your career and in your projects, it's really about there's something really, you're giving birth to something. It's beautiful. And I feel what you're giving birth to, there's a real mature energy in this column as well. So I feel that if you resonate with this, I feel that you've been working on something for some time, and it's really coming into its own. It's like, an example, what's coming to my mind is a garden, and all the hard work that goes into a garden, and now your garden is blooming, absolutely blooming in your career and in your projects, which is absolutely beautiful. So I really hope somebody resonates with this, because it's such a nice energy. And you have the Queen of Rods, which is a Queen of Wands. And again, that's really, she's mastered her sort of ability to take passion and move forward. And she's a very creative queen as well. And she's very passionate, and she really is very determined. So, let's just move that up. She's really, there's a real energy again of moving forward in your career and in your projects. However, it's a very different energy from here. It's a very feminine energy, especially in this card, the Queen of Rods. She's a very feminine energy, where I find in other cards her energy is quite masculine, but in here I just feel that there's a softness to her. So I really feel there's a real sort of nurturing element within your career. So I don't know if you may be sort of in the, connected to healing or nurturing or anything to do with caring for other people. There's a real energy coming here, and also with your supportive card as well. And then you've got the King of Pentacles, which is a wonderful card to have in your career and projects, because the Pentacles are connected to the earth signs, and they give stability and grounding to a reading. So it really makes things tangible, things that that brings it into the material world, the physical world. It's not just in your thoughts or in your passion, you actually have created it. And that's why I get this sense of this real mature energy in relationships to your career and projects, that you've done a lot of work and you're really reaping the benefits. It's a beautiful energy. And then I'm just going to pull in the supportive card from Universe, and just grab this, and it's this one here. It's a lovely card. So with this card, I ask a particular question of Universe, and the question I ask is, what is the archetype that Aquarius needs to embody to be successful in their career? So that's the question I ask, and the card that you got to answer that question is the Angel, which is a really beautiful card. So I really feel the Angel, the Empress, and even the King of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy. It's more of a masculine energy, but he is a very nurturing energy. So there is this real sense of that ability to nurture yourself and nurture others in in your career and in your projects. So the attributes of the angel is helping those in need with no expectation of return. So beautiful energy to have. So I hope this does resonate with you. If it does, please press like. It's really nice getting likes because it lets me know that you're connecting to the readings, which is awesome. And also, just to let you know, I have a number of readings on my channel, so if you wanted to check them out too. There's another reading for February, which is a general reading, and there's also a yearly reading there as well for you lovely Aquarians. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.